Exciting news. The Mother Superiors approved me for applied poisons and paralysis training. I'm so proud. Your little knight miss is going to be a certified venom specialist before the Dark Lady. Oh, you psychopaths. See, look how many people that were involved in this that didn't even need to die. They mages? Anyway. That might explain all the darkness spells. In which case, that's especially not fair. Like, how the hell did I win this? Because I'm looking at my resources, I am pretty much tapped the fuck out. We're not even done yet. So last time, I pretty much ran up to the doorway and created a choke point of sorts and forced them to hit me with spells from the back. I mean, that didn't work out that way. It still kind of worked out, but... Ooh, black diamond, give me that.
A bag of holding.
After I moved something on the altar.
Maybe I should have left the diamond. I don't know, but I'm going to camp to rest. I have literally nothing left to fight with. Except for like a few spell slots on Shadowheart.
Is that blood?
And 1 second level.
Never mind. God, slow down.
Oh. Volo's here. I better go see him.
It is... If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me?
Did you speak out against the cult of the Absolute? They have eyes everywhere.
It is not the eyes that I fear. It is the intelligence behind them. The Absolute is merely the outward form of something far more insidious. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Oren is his chosen. And like Shadowheart before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice.
I mean, yeah, I was going there anyway.
Wonderful. I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer, penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath.
Okay, what's the
The
Slayer?
Dream Eater. It is said the children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it.
Tell me about Irenicus.
A genius, exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baal spawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baal spawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate.
I guess it's another tie-in to Baldur's Gate 2, which again, haven't played.
Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage. I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped, but not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
Regarding the Slayer. Okay. Well, let me go see Shadowheart real quick. She probably wants to see her parents. We're in no condition to continue.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something? My parents are still captive.
Alright. Well, I don't like that she just called me lover when we even had, you know, engaged in any sort of activity such as that. Fine, full rest. I don't care. I may have to download some mods and figure out how the hell, or check at least to see if I've... if I need to go... oh my goodness. If I need to fix Shadowheart's path again. Admittedly, last time I didn't get that. I played the whole game wondering when it was going to happen. I got close to the very end, and it wasn't until I started reading up and noticed that it should have already happened quite a while ago. In fact, I wonder if it's not already too late. But you can force it with the mod that opens up console commands, so we'll see.
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
Remind me?
We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right.
I don't remember you.
Oh. A pity. Perhaps we can talk some more later? That is, if you're not about to turn on me. It seems you no longer walk in the Dark Lady's shadow.
Shar condemned me. By her decree, you and I are enemies.
Only if you wish us to be. You may not remember, but we shared a lot together once. Good times.
Former lover, I
Hard
guess?
I will not turn on you, even if it angers Lady Shar.
That's good enough for me. I'm not sure what I expected coming back to this place. Certainly not a friend. There must be all sorts you can tell me. Things I can't even remember.
There are, but with the Mother Superior gone, I don't know if I can stay here to reminisce. Perhaps there's another enclave out there for me.
You don't need Shar.
You don't, perhaps. Not everyone is as brave. I'll leave come tomorrow. Come see me before then. I was working as quartermaster. I can sell you some things to aid you. And we can catch up.
Okay.
Greetings. Do you seek to trade? As Shadowheart's friend, I'll extend the privilege to you as well.
Oh, you really don't. I mean, you've got a lot of coin, but you don't really have a lot of stuff. Okay. Metaphysically's tiefling?
Be sure to get everything you need. Come tomorrow, I'll be gone.
She's not kidding about that.
Let's have a look.
No, if you want to read that, go ahead. I don't really feel like it. Kind of tired, honestly. Interrogation log.
Git Yankee. Part of the Sharon's preparations to seize the astral prism, no doubt.
These jewels. Why do I remember these, of all things? A gift from Soldanessala, Mother Superior said. curious. I could never quite tell if she was proud of them or not.
Well, they should probably go to you. I imagine that's more background info more about Viconia.
Might be useful. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
These are all about me. 40 years of my life, documented like I was some sort of specimen.
No price too high. Years have passed and she still refuses to be easily molded into Lady Shar's wishes her to be. She questions my teachings, hesitates when she should be pitiless, and longs to venture the world like some guileless animal. So often her behavior makes a mockery of the name she has adopted, Shadowheart. That Lady Shar believes that she shall one day be the perfect embodiment of her will makes my gorge rise. Have I not proven myself worthy? Did I not sacrifice everything in order to please the Night Singer? I had built something great in her honor in Waterdeep, all gone now. Those who followed me have been embraced, and I am left with honing a child of the moon bitch's followers in Lady Shar's right hand. I will not give up. I will remake her, or I will break her. The Night Singer should know who is her most loyal servant, one way or another. Yikes. Alright, earlier entries of the journal have been erased or heavily redacted before setting to a normal rhythm. I am Nocturne. I think as her. I see her when I look in the mirror, and I can't remember the last time someone called me by the wrong name. Shadowheart has been swift to gently correct slips of the tongue, and even swifter to challenge those who use my forsworn name in malice. I'm lucky to have her as a friend. They took Shadowheart's memories again, more than they took before. But I know what to do now. I know she'll be frightened that she won't remember much, not even me. I could take her to our hideaway and remind her of herself. I'm getting better at it with each time. I love seeing the look in her eyes when she finally remembers me. Why must the Mother Superior do this to her? Why must she grind her under heel like she does to no other? They are grooming her for a mission and will soon take her memories again. I need to see her again while she still remembers me. I need to tell her to stay safe and that I'll see her again. It's been days and no word. Shadowheart and the others could be alive or dead, and even the Mother Superior does not seem to know. I'm sick with worry. I can't even bear to write anymore. Damn.
A long way to go still.
Well, they were at least good friends.
No harm in a little conversation.
I can still scarcely believe it. You've returned, and the Mother Superior is gone. So much can change, so quickly.
Me controlling Shadowheart.
Well, you had a pet mouse for a while. It was against the rules, of course. You used to hide him under your robes and feed him from your rations. Nibbles. I suggested Bree, but you were having none of it. She caught you with him. Forced you to get rid of him in front of everyone. To make an example. You always loved animals. But you never let yourself get too close after that. I'm sorry. Not the sort of thing you want to hear, I'm sure.
Don't suppose you have any pleasant memories?
Well, you know that little scar on your elbow?
You know about that? It was barely the size of a pea.
I was there when you picked that up. It was years ago when we were initiates. Some of the others were intent on tormenting us until you showed them the error of their ways. I think it was 6 against 2, and most of them were bigger than us to boot, but you saw them off, all of them. There were some bruised lips and black eyes in the mess hall that night, and from then on they left us alone. Or at least, they bothered us less. A collision between your elbow and the teeth of a girl called Baldur. She came away from it worse than you. She was on the same mission as you. I suppose she won't be coming back. In any case, the Mother Superior soon broke up the fighting, though she didn't punish us. In fact, I saw her smiling. I think she was proud of you.
Anything else?
Just small things, silly things. The sort you'd scarcely recall even if your memories were left intact. You had a little hiding place that you went to when you needed to get away. You brought me there sometimes. We'd talk, play, read, do each other's hair.
So my hair, that was you?
The plait and fringe? Yes, on your instructions, of course. You were very intent on a bold look, I think you said. My hands were cramped by the time I finished, but you were very pleased. I like the new look as well, though. You always did like a dramatic touch. Hidden at the back of the storage area. Luckily enough, as quartermaster, I was able to keep it hidden back there. It should be, well, if not how you remember it, exactly as you left it.
Okay. Are you gonna remain here?
Remains to be seen. This place is all I've ever known. In time, perhaps I'll venture out there, see what I've been missing. But for now, old habits die hard.
Alright, I don't really need this.
Be sure to get everything you need. Come tomorrow, I'll be gone.
All right, what now?
Okay.
On my way.
21 people. Crimes of the Moon Maiden. First, you can make your husband think as a werewolf when he's only forgotten to shave. What? Second, she's always changing, making it difficult to slow painters to capture her likeness. Third, tides. Absolute bugger the tides. Fourth, people keep associating the moon with femininity, and frankly, we're fed up with reading the same poetry over and over. It's all that celestial bite. I can't even finish it. It's funny. Alright.
Something good here, I hope.
I'll take that. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem to be anything magical in here.
There's a gap behind those crates. Big enough to fit through. My old haunt. Strange. I don't remember it, but it's comforting to be here.
Hastily written note. Where to go?
Huh, I'll give it a shot.
She's going to make me look in the mirror again. She's going to take my memories. I do not want to forget who I am. I like flowers. I like animals. My name is... The writing breaks off with a jagged scrawl as if interrupted. They heap precious pelf upon the altar as it were nothing. The door wants gold, trinkets, baubles of mammon. Okay.
I'll take that.
What mirror are they talking about? Well, necessarily need to take food. Studded shield +1. +1 dagger. +1 leather armor. Artifact mission agent roster. Calden Darkwood leader, Buddig Risk, close combat. Kirk, Deepcroft, lockpicking. Jarina Covley, languages. Shadowheart, healer. Okay. Well, excuse me, as fate would have it, I suppose, it ended up being only Shadowheart that survived material catches him. Strengthening for the sore arm. Melee drills for 2 hours each day. Change opponents and weaponry each round. Bloodletting is acceptable. Indeed, it is expected. Remember, the well-trained warrior has the scars to prove it. Got a point there. Honing the archer's eye. Range drills for 2 hours each day. Targets will progress from fixed to moving to live. Hardening the poison's heart. Craft and theory of poisons and concoctions for 2 hours each day. People shall be dosed with levels of poisonous substances in order to develop their tolerance. Well.
is work to do. What do we have here?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Okay.
Have to keep going.
This has turned into a full-on movie at this point. But if it don't, I may end up breaking this into two anyway, just because it's so big.
No traps, please.
Captives of Shar?
See.
I see them. I see my parents. Gods, what's been done to them?
Anyway. The Githyanki, double guard at all times. Deceased are now Hallowleaf, Emmeline Hallowleaf. Huh. Shadowheart's last name, I'm guessing, is Hallowleaf because the others are deceased. Unknown interloper, deceased Baron Alice Bormole. Decapitated Gith. Yikes.
A Githyanki. Head removed. They tortured her for information and then made sure the corpse couldn't help anyone else.
Camera panning around might be a little bit cheatsy, but oh well. I think... There's a chasm there. Alright. There's that damn mirror. Mirror of loss. Just in case something weird happens with my interacting with this thing.
A huge polished disc looms before you. A mirror. One used by the Sharans to plunder memories from the minds of others.
This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps.
Well... I guess that kind of makes it like a 35 to 50%. That was not successful. Oh, the hell with it.
Your prayers fade away into the nothingness of the mirror, unacknowledged.
Smashy, smashy.
No time to dally.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No. There is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jan. Our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you try to step away from me, every time you try to reach for Seluna, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself. And for them.
Ignore her, Shadowheart. She's just trying to spite your victory.
Victory? Your victory is but a guttering candle in the dark. Temporary. Inconsequential.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you.
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shar's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shar will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
You have to choose, Shadowheart. Free your parents or rid yourself of Shar's curse.
No, I can't. I came here for them.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going. That you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was, and still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shar's reach, and we'll be at peace.
I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
So, at this point in juncture, there are 4 options. 3 of them lead to the same result. One of them does not. This is the type of stuff that kind of bothers me. It's an illusion, but it's such a Sharan thing to do that it fits. So, on that principle, I'm willing to let it go. I mean, the only way you can actually like keep her parents alive is this, and it affects the outcome that she gets. In the end, she ends up becoming a farmer with her parents, but she never loses Shar's curse, and ultimately ends up still being property of Shar, more or less. The others, as you can expect, but being a supportive boyfriend, I would always go for 3.
Is this truly what you want?
It is what we need. All of us. You were meant to be a guiding light for Seluna's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest.
Help us, Jen. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again.
Goodbye.
Not goodbye. Not even close.
Moonmotes. They bring Seluna's light to dark places and offer guidance to those in need. My parents are watching over me. Let's leave this place. There's nothing more for me here.
What about your memories? Isn't there more taken from you?
More. Most, I should think. I doubt Shar will be given over to generosity. Best if I just consider them lost. I have everything I need to make new memories. As for this place, all I did here, let it stay forgotten.
There you go. And that concludes that saga.
Progress.
But not quite.
My parents. I saw them. Spoke to them. And let them go. It's more than I can take in just now. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
Okay. I mean, I don't blame you for being disturbed by all this. It's one hell of a sacrifice to make. It really is. Anyway.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
I think we're done here. Make one last visit to Nocturne if she's still here. Because she will be gone.
should speak up.
What do you seek?
What am I to do? Let's see what I can glean.
At least we can talk freely, now that she is gone. What can I do for you? Just small. You had a little high.
Alright, guess not.
Never a dull moment.
That's kind of interesting that she had a friend here, but, you know, it's just amicably going their separate ways for whatever reasons. Anyway. I think we might end up being well, hopefully not getting a fight and getting out of here. But whatever the case being, I think it's going to be a great stopping point for this particular episode. So, while it's kind of a bummer, this is the way I'm going to go with it. At any rate, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.